Hello, everyone. Welcome to a scene for Unmasked Orlando, the Changeling the Dreaming venue, the Duchy of Endless Wonder. In this particular scene, we're going to go back a little while to the same day that Lyra had a chrysalis of sorts. It is not your conventional chrysalis, where she did not have a dormant fey soul inside of her that awakened. Rather, she had a fey soul come and forcibly take over her body. And that is extremely jarring to have happen. And fortunately for her, someone knows of her ordeal and seems to know the entity, the soul that took her over as well. So he has decided to take her under his wing of sorts and bring her back to his freehold. And I will now zoom back out. So what is her as they're heading back to the freehold? What is her thoughts, her processes happening?
As they are, I presume, in a car.
Yeah.
Okay. Lyra or Rhiannon is sort of she's staring out the window, looking at the world that she knows but she doesn't know. It's incredibly confusing. Um, she's trying to get her thoughts together, but they literally fly in every direction. She is like the person sitting next to her, Sir Henry. You can see her like touching things, like feeling the glass of the car windows, fabric of the clothing that she's wearing, the plastic that you have on the dashboard, and the handles of the car door. You know how you open it. Perhaps even the leather of the chair that she's sitting in. Um, Her eyes are like wide and staring at the traffic lights, the people passing by, the street lights, and she just seems to be in a rather confused state of mind.
That's fair. Henry will notice that she's basically, feeling everything. And he smiles. He understands what's going on there. But he also thinks that it's just incredibly adorable that she is doing this. Um, and he will say to her, it'll take a while to get used to everything.
Um, where are we? I know where we are, but where are we? It's called Orlando, but
Yes, you are now in the autumn world, and we are in a place called Orlando in uh, they call it a state of Florida. Um, in a country called the United States of America.
And who do I need to present myself to? Who's the king of this country?
Um,
And
well,
she's, by the way, almost pressing her face to the window, like
oh my
almost
god,
like there's
that is the
almost that nose print on the glass. She's
that is
probably
the
staring at a woman walking a dog or something, you know.
that is the cutest fucking thing. Oh my god. Yeah, and I'm sure that Rhiannon is also probably a bit confused about the car.
Oh yeah,
But uh,
it's a metal horse that you sit in and not on. It's
exactly,
confusing.
exactly. Uh, so the king of us, uh, because there are two sides to everything now. There's the human side of you, which is, the body that you took, and the
But who
face.
really wants a hamburger? I
Okay.
don't even know what a hamburger is.
It it's food, um, which I can get before we head back to my place.
Was that inappropriate to ask for a hamburger?
No,
Okay.
he shakes his head. Uh, and he will stop by a drive-through somewhere to get a hamburger. He'll get a few hamburgers. Um, some French fries, probably.
Ooh.
Rannon's gonna taste hamburgers, French fries.
Yes. Like, picking up a French fry between her thumb and her index finger, just holding it up and down, like in front of her face, sniffing it, and then, putting it in her mouth and chewing very carefully with her pinky, like, erect in a proper way. It's gonna give me some trouble with the hamburger now, because how the fuck do you eat that properly?
Right. So, he will unwrap it for her and hand it to her. Just take bites out of it.
It's so big. Does it not come with utensils?
Nope. You just you just eat it like that. I know it's weird. I had a hard time with it as well when I first got here.
Oh God, I know exactly what's going to happen. So she will hold the hamburger with two hands, still has like both pinkies like up, and she'll take a bite, and immediately like the sauce just kind of spills out over her shirt, and she's just looking down, looking up at him with like a look of exasperation, like why is this a thing?
You know what? He shrugs and he's like, it's just a thing that I've had to accept and don't try to understand it anymore.
Okay.
Because I have learned that there's not an explanation for some things. They just are.
And she'll finally actually taste the hamburger, and you get that she gets that look on her face, like almost ecstatic, as this was something that her human side was really craving for. So that
Right?
is the need that has been fulfilled now.
He smiles and starts driving again. And it's not terribly long before they get to the freehold, which is also a house. And um, it's
By
not
that time,
terribly
Rhiannon has
extravagant.
like sauce all over her face.
Oh my god. So he'll look over to her and notice, and he smiles and he reaches into the bag and gets out and gets a napkin and hands it over, and he hands it to her, but then realizes that she might not exactly know what to do with it, so he will wipe her face for her. you 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 got some stuff on your face.
Oh, I thought you said just to
I
accept that that was a thing.
I mean, you're allowed to clean up the mess that it makes.
Good. Hmm. She'll use like the napkin to, uh, well, not wipe her face anymore because he already did that, but to clean up
Mhm.
some sauce that's on her shirt.
uh, and he will help her get out of the car. The house isn't like, extremely extravagant or anything, but it is nice. It's a probably a mid-size house, two-story, um, like 4 bedrooms. Part of it's a freehold, and he'll lead her inside.
Yeah. She is, again, like all eyes looking everywhere, touching like the walls, the door, uh, anything that's inside, really. Like she's very, very curious about all of this. This is
Um,
your palace?
of sorts. I am. I'm a knight. Um, my liege is actually my twin sister. Her name is Trin,
Uh,
and we actually share this this house and freehold. She's not home right now though, and you'll meet her later.
she nods. Um, it's so small.
It is compared to what we were used to. Um, we're more spread out here. We're not all in one place. Uh, so instead of everyone in one big palace, we have smaller ones. It's another thing that just takes some getting used to.
Okay, I think I can get used to it. Does this mean I'm going to live here? 'Cause I do have a home, I believe, somewhere.
Um, he he nods. I am because of the way that things are done here, you can't be by yourself for a while because you're getting used to everything. So I would prefer that you stay here. I'm going to take care of teaching you and making sure that you can be by yourself, and then you can go home if that if that's okay. I mean, I'm not going to force you, but I some of our higher ups might not like it if I let you stay by yourself.
No, that is fine. Just need to explain things to my family. I don't live with them, I believe. I
He
remember
nods.
leaving them as suitcases, but I do visit them often.
He
Or
nods. That will also be an adjustment. Um, you can't tell your family about what happened, so I would tell them something like that you're busy or sick or something like that. I don't. He shakes his head. He's thankful that his his body's family actually was not around, so it's not something he actually had to really deal with. Um, and then when you're out, well, when you're out in public, um, you'll want to use your uh, the name of your body, which I believe is Lyra.
yes.
He nods. Um, Mine, he kind of frowns just a little bit. Uh, Mine is Calvin. I really much prefer Henry.
So, will I keep feeling her?
Yes. You'll you'll come to an agreement um, where essentially the two of you will share the space. Um, when you're in Changeling, that's what we're called. So since we're here, we're called Changelings. Um, when you're in among our kind, you'll be Rhiannon, you'll be you. When you're out in the the gray world or the autumn world, you'll be Lyra. Um, and you'll let her sort of experience things and, talk to people she knows and things like that.
Uh, let's. It's strange. It's a strange sensation, and
And some of us Arcadians, have melded both this, who we were in Arcadia and the person that we took into one personality, um, which is sort of a good goal to have. That way, you're just the same person no matter what. But you know to use, your body's name in certain situations and your actual name in others. It'll take a while to learn and get used to.
I suppose yes. She's not agreeing with me yet.
She's
I think.
no, it's quite a shock. It'll be a little bit of a struggle. Um, because I mean, you did essentially break into her home and take over. So that's
But I'm a she. I have the right to do that.
you do, yes, but she does not understand or see it that way. Just like Calvin didn't, just like Courtney didn't when Trin took over her.
Why do they not see that?
What do you mean?
Well, why don't they understand that we are she? That we do have the rights.
Because normal humans don't know that we actually exist and we need to keep it that way. We're made of their dreams and we're supposed to stay in their dreams. But we had to get here somehow. We didn't take the changeling way, so we had to kind of force our way in.
Hmm.
And
So humans don't know we exist at all? Not just us, but not the trolls or the boggans and the puka and the
he
issues?
sh- he shakes his head. Nope, they don't.
That's incredible.
We are just myths and legends. But if they knew that we existed for sure, they may not receive it well and it could put us in a lot of danger. So it's best to take the precaution to just make sure that they don't find out. So we have to blend into their society as well as exist in our own.
I think I understand.
He'll nod.
So, what's going to happen now? I stay here?
Um, you'll stay here. I'll introduce you to everyone else in the court. You'll meet the Duke and the counts and the barons and baronesses and other knights. Not all at once, but eventually you'll meet everybody. There are a lot of us. We're not all Arcadian. Some are Autumn She. Some we actually do have some Puka in the nobility here.
She blinks at that. I'm not even sure if she knows of Autumn She, let alone Puka and nobility. Like what?
Right? Right? Yeah, exactly. She would know of Autumn She because she knew that some She took the changeling way. So,
She doesn't have much remembrance.
I mean that's fair,
It's
but
fine
it's in
if she
your
knows that. That's cool.
but
Yeah,
it's in your well, it's in your lore, so it's
yeah.
that is something that she would know. All
Remember. Okay.
Arcadians, yeah, Arcadians do remember what the autumn she that stayed behind, and it's up to you on how your character views that.
Use
Whether,
them.
yeah, whether they respect them or view them as cowards or whatever. Like, which some autumn she may view the Arcadians as cowards for not staying in the autumn world. So.
I mean, that's fair.
It'll be great.
Mhm.
But yeah, he just kind of nods and he's like, "Is there are some things that are a bit not traditional, but again, something that we just have to accept even if we don't agree because above all else, if the Duke allows it, then he shrugs. That's the way it is. I He kind of smiles to her. Did I give you my full introduction?
Um, I'm not sure.
Well, I'll just give it to you again. If I
I have no idea anymore out of character. And hey,
Me
wild mind.
neither. I
I
don't
mean,
remember if he
wild
said his
mind
full name
and
and house.
being panicked. It's fine. She just doesn't
Yeah.
remember it.
Well, I mean, he doesn't either. He also has wild mind, so
Blah blah.
it's like I don't I'll just do it again. It's fine. Um, Sir Henry Angel of House Fiona.
She will, curtsy because why not?
He just he smiles at that. And I do remember you from Arcadia, in case that wasn't clear.
Oh, I'm. I don't.
I'm not expecting you to remember right away. It'll take some time for your memories to come back. They may not ever fully return. I still don't remember everything. Um he kind of furrows his brow. I'm not sure that I want to remember everything, but I remember enough. And I remember you. Um Come on, I'll show you to your room that you can stay in.
Okay, thank you.
And he will bring her to the one of the guest rooms. Um and everything is, it's not as luxurious as it, could be or as it is in Arcadia, but it's nice, it's decent. The room that she has is a decent size and has its own bathroom. Um there's a queen size bed, dresser and all that. Um
Okay, as a childling, I have to do this.
do it.
So
Do it.
she will go over to the bed. She'll sit on it and starts like, bouncing on the mattress, kind of feeling it. And the urge to actually stand up and jump on the bed is there, but she will try and keep that like,
He's just watching her and grinning.
childlings are the best.
Childlings are great. I play one in another game and she's amazing. Um yeah, so Henry will just kind of will let her settle in, and he'll tell her we can go later or tomorrow um to Lyra's house to get clothes and things like that you're gonna need. Um, I can probably find something of trends for you to wear tonight if you want to wait till tomorrow.
Um, whatever suits you best. Bounce, bounce, bounce.
He grins and he'll just go he'll just go into Trin's room and get some clothes, like essentially pajama type, like some probably a pair of comfy pants and a t-shirt, which is going to be really foreign to Rhiannon.
Yeah.
But Lyra will probably be very appreciative of the comfortable clothes.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Rhiannon's still not over the idea of pants on a woman.
I know, right?
It's so tight.
It's a fucking travesty. Trin only wears them at home. She wears dresses everywhere else. That's the compromise she made with her body. Pants at home, dresses in public. Um, and yeah, Henry will just kind of leave her to her own devices. Um, and I think unless she has any other pressing questions, we could probably end it here.
I think she's probably pretty exhausted, so
Yeah,
sleep,
sleep.
sleep.
Okay. So I put this overlay back up. And all right. So with that, we will call this scene to a close. I thank you, player, for playing, and thank you, watcher, for watching, and any future watchers for watching. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Thank you, SD, for staying.